if I told you that your parents, your life bringers, are pathological liars? Your whole childhood full of lies. Look, some lies, they're there to boost a child's confidence. You know, that's just what a good parent does. But some? Oh yeah, nah. These hide the deep, dark, twisted, deceptive truth of why your dog isn't a part of the family no more, or why you look more like your mom's friend than the actual dad. On the other hand, though, some of these lies, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know why. Why are you even lying about it? I just don't understand. Why are you doing it? You're wasting your energy. Today, I'm going over a handful of the top lies we all heard as children since we all damn near live the same life. Let's go through our canon event lies. We're gonna start off with one of the earliest lies we're all told as a kid. A lie that teaches you to reach for the stars. You know, dream big, have aspirations. You can be whatever you want to be when you grow up. Look, you can do whatever you put your mind to. There is nothing more humbling than watching your football NFL dreams slip away every birthday because God maxed your height out at 5'7" and smacked you with a lung disease. I remember a time when I realized, okay, the NFL, it's not realistic. I'm gonna give up on that. You know, let a late night cries, late night talks to myself. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna be the next Terrell Owens. But hey, look, being an actor now, hey, look, that's not too far-fetched now. I grew up watching Disney Channel. I got what it takes. I want to be like Zach and Cody. I want to be on the big screen. So one day, on the way to practice, as a football player does, I'm like, Mom, I think I want to quit football. You know, I want to pursue acting. I want to be an actor. I want to be on Disney Channel. This is my mom, right? She's going to support me. She has to. I can be whatever I want to be, right? She looks over at me. While driving on the highway, mind you, she looks over. I'm expecting words of encouragement at this point. Let's go. Hype me up. I'm going to be the next Dylan and Cole Sprouse. He chuckles and says, what are you, gay? You want to wear a leotard in theater? And yeah, that dream lasted for about 45 seconds. I gave up on that dream quicker than I did on football. That's, wow. Thanks, Mom. Now, before you guys say negative Nancy, realistically, you can possibly be whatever you want to be to an extent within reason. Yippee! 4.0 GPA, 36 on the ACT. Yeah, you go ahead. You strive to be that doctor. You strive to be that astronaut. You have big things ahead of you. But if you're getting shoved in lockers, and at lunchtime people are putting fart spray in your food and you're not standing up for yourself, put that bat suit up. We don't need you. By we, I mean the city and me. Get the hell away from me.
You're old, you're predictable, and you never stood a chance.
I'm all for supporting dreams. I'm all for having goals and aspirations. But why were they letting us walk around wanting to be things like imaginary, like a superhero, a mermaid, things that don't exist? Powers aren't real, mermaids aren't real. Let alone the little kid in the corner who wants to be a lion when he grows up. A lion. He wants to change from a human to a lion. By the way, I still think about being an actor sometime. Yo, Tubi, hit me up, thank you. The next lie is also a reality check at some point down the line of life. For some of the chosen ones, it ends up being true. For others, the exact opposite, and that's like 93% of the time. Oh, you're gonna be a heartbreaker. Who is this handsome fella? Get the fuck out my face. Now! All this dick riding, just for me to grow up and look like a foot with a high top box. It was meant to be beautiful. But instead, I'm gonna see my crush gag and say, ew, no, ew. You know how demoralizing it is to watch your crush throw up her breakfast and splash you with holy water because of how your face look? I'm not a heartbreaker, Mom. You lied. Someone just screamed TOS when I walked into a restaurant. I get it though. I get it, the lie that is. I get it, I understand. Instill confidence into your kids when they're young so they have the mentality to get through life. That's cool. But damn it, look. All that good parenting one-on-one shit out the window. If I come home crying because someone said I look like the Babadook and you say their eyes don't work, I'm running away because apparently your eyes don't work either. You both blind. Blind as hell. Speaking of eyes, close yours for me real quick. Imagine this. It's elementary school. You feel your parent gently wake you up. Or your alarm, it depends on how independent you are at the age of 7 to 8 years old. It's a school day. You rush to the kitchen. You smell the aroma of a fresh cooked breakfast. Healthy and balanced. You're all dressed, ready to go learn. You eat your little Disney breakfast, taking one singular bite of everything before you run out the door with an Eggo waffle in your hand. School goes good. You get home and oh my God, where's your pet? Your pet's gone. Your pet is gone. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? They ran away. But they didn't just run away. They ran over. You see them gates over there? Look, let me come, look over there where I'm pointing. Them gates. Over there. Them big gold gates that have heaven written above them. And them big gold bold letters. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you went over there. Now this lie, look, this lie I can fully get behind. Young me, I just couldn't fathom. I couldn't bear the thought of my beloved fish dying because I overfed him. But yeah, of course, I'm gonna believe that he got out the fish tank, flopped out his way, flopped to the toilet, and made his way to the ocean. Now, you usually find out that your pet died later down the line at a family party when everyone's drunk. And 10 mimosas in, your mom slips up. And then your auntie slips up. And now you're not only finding out your dog went heads up with a Ford F-150, but hey, look, oh my goodness, listen, your parents are also getting a divorce! Oh my, that is so amazing. That is so amazing. But hey, look, 2 Christmases. Congrats! Until you find out Santa isn't real. Yeah, that sucks. It's terrible. Now, there's some variations to this lie. You know, one, your parents ease you into it as you get older. They start to say things like Santa's going on a break. Mom and Dad are gonna take over for him. And you're like, oh my God, Mom, Dad, you guys are so nice. You're gonna take over for Santa? That's nice. You guys are so generous. You start to connect the dots later down the line, and you know, every year that goes by, you connect more and more dots, and the blow of finding out the big fat magic man isn't real is lessening. Or your fat drunk uncle that sucks at cosplay stumbles through your front door. Jack Daniels in hand, beer slipping off his face, and his receding hairline poking out for the hat that's too small. Before he can even drunkenly scream Merry Christmas, he falls into the tree. Ass up, tearing the stockings off the wall. Crack out. Look, Merry Crackmas, nigga. It's a full moon. And now all the magic of this holiday is gone, depleted. The way that you find out Santa isn't real because your uncle lets his ass crack out, facing the sky, ready to receive. Yeah, I'd be traumatized. Off topic, but speaking of mystical fantasy individuals, yeah, the Tooth Fairy, she need to get on with all that freaky mouse shit. I didn't care when I found out that she wasn't real. That really didn't do nothing for me. You creeping in my room, 12 a.m., taking my little baby teeth out from under my pillow and giving me a fucking $1. $1? How broke are you? Like, I get it. Kids are losing teeth every day, but nigga, listen, I'm worth more than $1. Damn it. Pain, pearly whites. I went through a lot to get this tooth out. I deserve more than a fucking dollar coin. Okay, back on topic. Back over here, focus. Hey, come here. Back on me. I can't. Well, okay. Back over here, focus. We went over lies that build character. And some lies that protect the innocence and naivety. Am I saying that? Naivety of your childhood. Where you think the world's magic and sunshines and rainbows and all that goodness. But these next lies, these ones, the lies that make no sense, it's like just why? You'd be doing us a favor by just telling us the truth. Like how parents do have a favorite child. There is no I love each child equally. That's not a thing. I don't have a favorite because I guarantee you I'm the favorites. There is no way in hell if you have a family of 3 and the middle child is smoking cigarettes by the box and selling college kids laced Adderall that they're on the same level as a child actively finding the cure for cancer. And the youngest who's chewing on paint chips, we not even, leave him alone. We're not even gonna talk about him. Parents change who their favorite is from day to day depending on who's giving the biggest headache, but trust and believe, they do have a favorite. That's indismissible. That's a good word, Eli. They have a favorite. And the favorite is usually safe from this next lie. And it's not really a lie. I mean, kinda is, but it's more so like a deception tactic and a good behavior. Keep acting up and I'm gonna call the police. Then they pull out their little mobile phone and try to pretend to call the cops and report a bad kid who isn't listening. Well, look, I know y'all used to think your life was over, huh? Y'all used to think it was over with. 6 years old facing 35 to life because you ain't want to go to bed at bedtime. And then the parents gonna have the nerve to feel accomplished. You threatening to send your kid to Guantanamo Bay because they little funky ass ain't want to bathe and you proud of yourself. And you gonna continue with your little bit. Ooh, they coming to get you. They gonna come get you and arrest you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, you hell for that. You hell. And mom, I'm looking at you. You ain't really do the copping as much. You was doing that them little girls from the sign that gonna come get you. And God forbid, let's say you want to do something fun, like going out with your friends or get the newest game that's coming out. You're gonna get hit with the infamous line that never fails. They're putting up LeBron numbers in the Heat with this one. We'll see. And maybe. Yeah. No, we're not. We not seeing shit. Stevie Wonder. We'll see if you say no now or later. Why are you even giving me a glimmer of hope that I can do this really cool thing that I want to do? Just for you to already have that predetermined no, that fat negative ass no in your mind ready to load it up for you. Like that, you're not right again. Like there's no point in you even doing this. I'd rather you just say no and get it over with. And look, don't start throwing a fit either, because Susan start throwing a fit, crying, tears start coming down the eyes. Now look, now she calling the cops and you pretend, and now you screaming even more. And before the cops can drag you guys away, look, sadly we're at the last lie of the video. And probably the most pointless. Take a seat, as lastly we have turning the lights on in the car is illegal. Well, excuse me. I dropped my fucking McDonald's toy, and I'm gonna look for it now, not when we get home. You could have just said, it makes it difficult to see the road, oh, the windows are glaring and blurry. I'd be like, cool, mom, radical, thumbs up, I'll turn the light off. I want you to see, I don't want to crash. I understand that. Why are you always trying to get the cops involved? Why is it gotta be illegal? Why the police gotta always be involved in something that ain't going your way? Why gotta be illegal? Because, like, who was the first parent? Who was the first person to just use this lie? And every parent across the world was like, you know what? This the one. Yeah, we gonna run with this. We gonna put up numbers with this. Why did you, like, this lie is so dumb. And I didn't find out that it was a lie until, like, I was grown. Like, this isn't a lie I found out when I was like, oh, okay, maybe like 11. I was like probably 20, 18, 19, 20 when I found out, like, what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't even really have an outro for this video. I'm getting frustrated just remembering all the lies I was told of falsehoods. Fuck old people. And to all the parents out there, just tell the truth. I know you had McDonald's money. I'm so excited about my kids. It's okay though. You don't gotta tell them. Whenever I have kids, I'm gonna lie about whatever. I'm gonna lie about everything and anything. Just because I was lied to. We're gonna pass down generational trauma.